Hey, this is your Nana. I'm just hopping on here a minute to talk a little bit about medication, medication safety, medication logging. I've had some trouble in the past, so I keep a log. Every time my husband goes to the store, picks up some prescriptions for me, I log them in this book. I've been doing this for over 2 years, since March of 2017. What I do is I log what he picked up, what the milligram is, how often I take it, what I'm supposed to get, or if I got a partial, and then I physically count it. I have been shorted meds in the past. I also then write down whether it has refills on that prescription or not. I have in the past been shorted refills. I've been shorted pills, as few as 8, as many as 20 over a refill period when they don't go exactly as prescribed, and my insurance will let them fill 90 at a time instead of the 56 my doctor writes the prescription for, so then they fill 90 and then that gets all messed up. So I don't do that anymore. I ask them to fill exactly how the prescription does. So if the prescription says fill her 56 for a 28-day period, which is what my pain clinic does for most of my medications, then fill me 56. And I will refill it every 28 days. And that keeps me on track, because then I have to call the pain clinic to get a refill when it's time. And that's what I need to be able to do, and that way I know that I have gotten every single thing that they prescribed. I've gotten the number of refills, the number of pills, everything came out exactly as it should. I have a record. This has worked to my benefit many times when I've said to the pharmacy, I've called the pharmacy and said, well, the last time I filled it on 3/5/19, I showed I still had 2 refills. Why are you showing that I had no refills now when I'm just filling it the next time? And they'll look up in their records and they say, oh yeah, you're right. You only have filled, you should still have another refill. Or, like just happened to me this week, the last time I got a prescription for one of my prescriptions, which was back on 3/25, the prescription bottle said no refills. So when I was running out, I sent a message through the patient portal at my pain clinic, and I said, please call in a refill for XX prescription. And they said, they sent me a message back. They said, you should have another refill. And I thought, well, that's funny. My bottle said no refills. So I went back and looked, and that is exactly what happened. The time before it said 2 refills, and then so I called the pharmacy back, and she said, oh yeah, I see where on your prescription there was a funny line across where it said how many refills, and we'll either call your doctor's office or we'll get that handled for you. Big problem if I can't get that filled. Some of my prescriptions, it is not legal to refill before the refill date. So that's a huge, huge, huge problem. Also, because of the type of prescriptions that I take, my prescriptions are kept locked up. And every week on Sunday night, I fill these up. This is for my AM pills. I don't know if you can read that, maybe on this end. AM pills. This one's for my PM pills. Most of my pills I take all my pills I take 1 or 2 times a day. So I take them in the morning and at bedtime. So on Sunday nights, I fill these up. Then I know that on Monday I need to call the doctor for any refills I'm going to need that week, or the pharmacy. And also I can tell just by going back to this container, if I say, oh, it's Wednesday, did I take my pills? Sure enough, I did. There's